Hello and welcome. I'm Jeff Bonanno, and you are listening to the Do Something Nice podcast.
Do
something.
something. Do something nice.
Nice.
Do something nice.
Do something nice.
Do something nice.
Do something nice.
Good day, my friend, and welcome. How is your day going? I hope it's another good day. I really do. And if not, well, then you've come to the right place. The Do Something Nice podcast is all about sharing stories about the good in humanity. We have so much hate going around, and sometimes it's just nice to know that there are good things that can happen around us. It's about tapping into the softer, nicer side of life and realizing that there are people who genuinely care about brightening other people's day. So far, we've talked about saving lives, donating to a cause you believe in, chance encounters, lessons in being prepared. We've shared how even if you make mistakes in the past, you can still make a difference now. And we've even covered a few heartwarming stories from some of our listeners. So really, it goes without saying that there really are good people in the world. People who, in the face of danger, know they just need to help. People who are passionate about something so much they dedicate their life to it. People who just know they need to do the right thing. All of these are big, warm stories, but sometimes it's not about the big things that happen in life. No. Sometimes it's about the little things in life that can make a difference. Now, remember how I've been challenging listeners to do something nice for someone without being caught? And while sometimes you do get caught and can get recognized for it, your initial attempt is to do it without the need for recognition. One example of that comes from Camillus, New York, where a woman named Kelly Stewart worked at a local Taco Bell fast food restaurant. Kelly, who simply just wanted to be a role model for her 6-year-old son, had a chance to make her customers smile after they drove off with their meal or walked away from the counter. Now, if you're like me, I often place my order, get my meal, and maybe glance at the receipt when I'm sitting down, eating, or sometimes not until I'm collecting my trash. Mainly because I know the only thing on there is the charge made to my debit card, list of items that I bought, and maybe the name of the cashier who probably isn't always the same person who actually rung me up. But for Kelly's customers, they would find a nice little surprise written on the back of their receipts. Kelly would take the time to actually write some inspiring quote or an encouraging anecdote, which customers would find after they left. These little messages often brought a smile to people's faces and would be just that little something that they needed to brighten their day. And honestly, who doesn't like a little quote to get them through their day, right? When people found these quotes, they often would publish their findings on social media. So much, in fact, that it actually started getting noticed by many and prompted more people to seek out this positivity with their meal. Kelly did hundreds of these in just the first few months of working there, and there was a large amount of customers that even encouraged the bigwigs of Taco Bell to recognize her for her lovely messages. Whether or not they did, I don't know, but I'm recognizing her now. Kelly, this is amazing that you were able to do that. In fact, these quotes and messages, I would say, definitely top the little messages that you would see on the little sauce packets. That's for sure. Some of the messages that people would see include quotes such as, "Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning," which is by Albert Einstein. Another quote was from Vincent van Gogh, which read, "For my part, I know nothing with any certainty, but the sight of the stars makes me dream." Kelly would write these quotes on the receipts, followed by a little heart, and then hand it to the customer without prompting them to look. It was a nice hidden surprise that she just hoped people would see. One customer had left the fast food restaurant and later found Kelly's note with her order. She told a reporter at Syracuse.com, "I got this message that said, when you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot around it and hang on," which, by the way, is a quote from Franklin D. Roosevelt. The customer continued on by saying, "It made me stop in my tracks and smile. Knowing someone took time out of their work or life to write this is another example that there are still good people out there." And it's so true. And who knows? After that customer got that message, there is a good chance it brightened their day, maybe even encouraged them to do something nice for someone, even if it was just a little something that wasn't expected. Richelle Goodrich once wrote, "Your efforts extend like ripples on the ocean, much further than you know." That quote again is, "Your efforts extend like ripples on the ocean, much further than you know." In other words, the things that you do have an effect that can take a journey through other people's lives and create a domino effect. This, of course, can be applied to both good and bad things that you do. So use caution when you make your choices in life. And hopefully you opt in to make good choices that will positively affect others around you, which in turn will affect people around them, and so on. I remember years ago, I had challenged myself to post an inspirational quote every day for a year on social media. Some may have had something to do with the day I was having, a lesson I had learned recently, or maybe just one I felt people would like to have shared to the world because it moved me. I remember when I finished up a year and did a reflection on all those quotes and the fact that I actually did that every single day no matter what for an entire year. I ended up getting a message from someone who was following me online. She said she really enjoyed the quotes I posted every day, and that she would then hang up that quote at her desk at work and read it to herself. It helped keep her going and was something she looked forward to every single day. I was moved by her comments and had no idea that it made a difference in her day until then. And while that wasn't my intent when posting those quotes, it was so good to hear that it did, in fact, make their day so much more bearable. And so there you go. Just another reason to try this out for yourself. To do something nice for someone, and of course, if you can, doing it without being caught. If you can just do something to make someone smile in your day, and even just leave them wondering who that caring person was, it will make a difference. Is that something you can start doing? Maybe it's time to start trying it out. And it doesn't have to cost you anything but a little bit of your time. Try doing it once a week for maybe a month. Maybe get into a routine of doing it for someone on the regular. It's up to you. But you should at least give it a go. Now, if someone has done that for you and you would like to share that story, I would love to talk about it on this podcast. So please, send it in to me via email at mailbag@dosomethingnice.net, and we can get that story shared. Well, my friend, that's it for this episode, and I hope it either added to your wonderful day or helped make your day that much better. And if you would like to follow me on social media, you most certainly can on Facebook at Do Something Nice Podcast. I'm also on Twitter at Be a Nice Ninja, or you can follow my personal Twitter account at Jeff Bonanno. You can also find this podcast at DoSomethingNice.net. Thank you so much for listening in, and remember to be a nice ninja and do something nice. Take care.